Introduction. Welcome back. In episode 1 we proved SAP can be executed remotely through email. Today we transform that proof of concept into an enterprise-grade SAP mobility engine. Episode 1 Recap. We demonstrated Gmail triggering SAP and executing an end-to-end process. During implementation I realized this was becoming a reusable framework, not just an MB21 automation. Why the architecture changed? The prototype answered, is it possible? Now we must answer, can it be reliable, scalable, and auditable? That is why the architecture evolved before adding more features. Prototype architecture. The original design was intentionally simple. It proved the concept quickly, but it had no queue, recovery mechanism, audit trail, or approval process. Enterprise architecture. The new architecture introduces dedicated layers. A listener checks the in-folder periodically, moves requests to processing, parses them into a dictionary, validates them, optionally requests approval, executes SAP and files the result. Why each layer exists. Each component has one responsibility. The listener detects requests. Processing enables recovery. The dictionary separates parsing from business logic. Mobility log provides auditability. Approval provides governance. 4-phase roadmap. Phase 1 builds the core engine. Phase 2 adds the command dispatcher. Phase 3 focuses on resilience and queue management. Phase 4 adds enterprise capabilities and security. Next episode. Next we will automatically create the Outlook folder tree and initialize the mobility engine. A debugging mystery that almost fooled me. Before I conclude this episode, I'd like to share a real debugging story from the development of the SAP mobility engine. While integrating Outlook with my existing SAP automation framework, I suddenly encountered an unexpected problem. The code had been working perfectly in the previous lesson, but after adding the Outlook interface, SAP scripting appeared to fail at the line where I attached to the SapSession. Naturally, my first thought was that Outlook had somehow broken SAP scripting. The wrong suspect. I began investigating everything that looked suspicious. Was SAP GUI scripting disabled? Was Outlook interfering with the COM objects? Had the SAP connection changed? Was there more than one SAP session? I checked the connection count. I checked the connection ID. I checked the session count. I even displayed the object types one by one. Everything appeared to be absolutely normal. Systematic debugging. Instead of changing random lines of code, I decided to verify every assumption. I tested whether the SAP application object existed. Then I verified the connection object. Then I verified the session object. Every test passed successfully. At that point I knew the SAP scripting engine was innocent. The evidence simply didn't support blaming SAP. The real cause. The real problem turned out to be much simpler. During the evolution of the project, I had continued using a generic variable named session. After integrating Outlook and expanding the application, that generic variable was no longer referring to the SAP GUI Session object that I expected. As soon as I replaced it with a dedicated variable named SapSession, the entire problem disappeared immediately. Not a single SAP scripting command needed to be changed. Lesson learned. This is a valuable lesson for every VBA developer. As projects become larger, simple variable names such as session, connection, or object become increasingly risky. Descriptive names such as SapSession, SAP Connection, OL Mail, or OL Inbox make the code easier to understand and prevent hidden conflicts. Sometimes the problem isn't the software you're automating. Sometimes it's simply the name you've chosen for one of your variables. Looking ahead. With this issue resolved, the SAP Mobility Engine is now back on track. In the next episode, we'll begin implementing the complete processing pipeline. Outlook will monitor the mobility/in folder, generate a unique mobility log number, parse every email into structured data, request optional human confirmation, and then execute the required SAP transaction automatically. Every step will be fully logged, completely traceable, and designed with auditability in mind. Remember, the real power is not the T-code. The real power is the framework. That's exactly how enterprise automation should be built. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.